Ahoy gamers, and welcome back to Manor Lord Monday, where we finally beat the Baron. This is the final episode of this mini-series of us playing for Manor Lord. A lot of consolidation in this episode to start us off, to get us strong enough to fight the Baron. The Baron fields an army, which I was not expecting. It is twice as strong as I was expecting it to be. However, we still go into combat. We cheese the AI a lot, to the point that we managed to win the last battle. So, without further ado, we're going to jump straight on in. And ahoy gamers, we are back on Manor Lord Monday, where today we plan on trying to beat this game mode. How are we going to do this? Well, we're going to give this a couple more months to replenish all of our troops. We have one more region to take. We have Kleinur to take, which I've just got the achievement. Well, last episode I got the achievement to beat the Baron, which only 16% people have done. So we have got that achievement, saying we've done it. But he still has a region left. So we're going to try and take that region out today. We're going to give it a couple of months to replenish all of our troops. Because we have the weapons. This region we have the weapons. We have a lot of warbows, a lot of spears. And then this region over here, let's have a look. This region over here is doing perfectly fine. So I'm trying to rebuy all the pole arms. We have enough money. We did lose a lot of troops in this region. So we want to try and buy as many pole arms as possible. We try and get more people to join as well. Because at the moment, if you look over here, I've got two armies of 36. So that's going to be 72 troops. I don't think we're going to have 70 troops to fight. So we're going to try and build a couple more Burbages to get some more people to join. Because we are going to need the numbers. Let's drop this down by a couple. There we go. That should do it for now. These are all the highest priority. Actually, I think they're the only ones being built. So they are going to be the highest priority. And once we have all the weapons here, and these are all built and moved into, so we need, I wanted that to go up to 36 pole arms, but I'm actually going to move that up to 40. So we have enough money up here. So this is going to be 40, this is going to be 40. So that should be good enough for here, because we are going to struggle with our retinue, although we did just get a huge influx of money. So we're going to use that money. We are going to, when we go to do the last fight, we're going to hire these guys. So that in mind, we can probably try and not rally. We want to try and hire as many of this retinue back. Annoyingly, it wouldn't let me click on customize. There we go. So we want to hire as many of these back as possible. So we can only hire 14 of them, which is not ideal. I would like to have all of them here, but if we can't make it happen, we can't make it happen. So we obviously need this to go back up to 45, so we can hire the mercenaries. We need the mercenaries to last a couple months. So I'm not sure where the mercenaries come in on the map. But we're going to wait for. So we have more enough warbows here. We should be selling the warbows. Why are we not selling? We've only got 2 warbows in here. That should be a priority, like a massive priority. Let's try and reshuffle my guys around. Then one more in the hunting camp, one more in the trading post, and then down here we can just put some more people over here because we have got a lot of sheep. As you can see here, we've got 2 pens. It's got 141 sheep. We're not butchering any of them, but hey, that's just the way we've decided to do it. So this has loads of warbows. We need to sell some of those warbows. And then over here, obviously, we have still waiting for more of these pole arms to come through. So the last time, or each time we fought against the Baron, we've been using these bridges to great effect, with this one particularly here. Because we can't fight them head on. So last time, we set up a defensive position here, or on the bridge. We had some troops on this side. They always focus the archers. So wherever you've got your archers, they're going to focus these. So I put my archers here. So all of their army wanted to get across this bridge. Then I had this little army here that mopped up their archers and then attacked them from behind, which caused them to rout, which is great. So you really need to just... Yeah, okay. Just seeing if there were any other mercenaries, and it's still the same ones. So we've got a lot of money that time round. So I think it might be worth us actually waiting until we can fully reinforce that one retinue. Because we are raking in a lot of money. What do we need to upgrade these? We need loads of planks. That's fine. We'll at least keep upgrading these to get more people into this town. We're still waiting for 7 more pole arms. I'm kind of umming and ahhing whether we want to wait for the next rotation of the annual tax. It's a lot of an annual tax. I doubt the Baron's going to attack me. That's the thing. This region here is doing perfectly fine, I guess. Let's have a look what they need. So they need more people in the granary. That's fine. Let's put one more person in the granary. That should relieve some of this capacity down here. We are slowly making money here, which is good. I'll just wait for these weapons. Come on. 7 more pole arms. So how many weapons do we have here? We have a load of warbows, loads of spears, large shields. So we are doing fine. How many troops? We have a lot of families here. I think that we could actually make some more pole arms. So we have a smith somewhere around here. Blacksmith down here. So we can go to making some more pole arms. So we want to make ourselves 36 pole arms. With that, so that should, because we have got a lot of numbers here, we're going to then turn off our creation of. We're going to turn off this. So we only want. Let's put 60 warbows. So then hopefully this will be the priority. Them making these pole arms. So then we can then have spears, pole arms, and warbows, because our economy here, or our numbers of people, is pretty large. And the most of them are tier 3 families as well. Not sure where the tier 1 family is. I can't seem to find that Burbage anywhere. Unless it's... No, it's not that one there. Yeah, I can't seem to find the tier 1 Burbage anywhere, unless my eyes are... No, they're here. Never mind. Ignore me. So the pole arms... Yeah, we've already got 6 already. So that's a huge amount, very quickly building up. Obviously, we're getting a lot of money each month as well, so our treasury is going up pretty quickly. In this region here, you've got you've got all of your pole arms you need now. You've got 90, potentially 91 population now. I'm not sure that if the whole population come and fight for you. I'm not sure how that works. So that region's done. This region. Okay, need to wait for your pole arms now. And I've got 10, so I need 500 gold to buy all this retinue. And we're getting quite close to this. We're going to wait for this royal tax to happen. Then we're going to buy as much of the retinue as possible. Once the retinue's been bought, we'll then hire... Well, we're going to hire the mercenaries and get the retinue as well. So we may wait until maybe winter? Wait, what time of the year? So it's 130 days. So that's going to be... Okay, royal tax increased again. Okay, not by much. And we did just get a lot of money there. So I'm not too worried about that. We just need to wait for... We need to pay you that. And then hopefully we get enough money to be able to get as much of a retinue out as possible. We are going to then attack this region. We want this region. And then we can say we've beaten the Baron. I'm not sure whether he's going to field a large army or not. Because we have been beating his armies. But I would assume that he will rebuild his force. Let's see how much this goes up each month. So that's 283. And this should be relatively quick to grow. And you just have a load of weapons, that's fine. You have a load of pole arms. Still waiting for the pole arms to grow. Still need a fair chunk more. But at least we've got a load of sheep. That's all that matters. One thing I noticed as well, a friend of mine pointed out, is that these sheep are apparently breeding. But I may be wrong, but all these are female names. The last time I checked, 2 females shouldn't be able to make, in nature, shouldn't be able to make any lambs. I could be wrong. So yeah, that's interesting. They're all just I could be once again wrong with female names, but these all look like female names. So I could very well be wrong. Apparently they're going somewhere. I don't know where they're going. So essentially, now we're just waiting. So we'll jump back in when we pay off this royal tax and our treasury is pumped up a little bit. And we are back. It's taken a few more months than I wanted it to, but we are now in March. You see, we paid our royal tax. We've got a bit of money left over, so we've got enough money to then call in these wayward sons. And we're going to call them in straight away. Sign this contract, yes please. Because as soon as I declare war on these, claim influence, claim. There you go, I'm now claiming this. We're now going to grab all of our troops. So we've got the Wayward Sons here. They're going to... They are quite far away. They're going to rally just down here. We managed to get one full retinue sorted as well. We've got ourselves some bowmen here, some spear militia and some polearms. And so we've got one person left over, that's fine. You three are all going to rally over here. Nope, that's the wrong button. You three are all going to rally over here. And in this region here, we now have ourselves some crossbowmen. We have polearms. I believe we also have spear militia. Okay, we haven't quite bought any spears, that's fine. You guys are going to rally. And you guys are going to rally over here as well. Perfect. So, let's speed this up a little bit. There we go. Gauntlet's been thrown down. Their army. That is a very large army. We may have to cheese this a fair bit. We do not have enough numbers for that. Let's gather all of our troops. We may have to cheese this. Where is the battlefield? The battlefield's over here. That's fine. Yeah, we should be able to cheese this. That is a lot of troops. They've got a lot of archers. They've got 2 retinues. If we can't make this, then I'll probably end this series here. I've already got the achievement to beat the Baron, so the Steam thinks I've won. Alright, let's get you guys slightly further up. I think we might want to tease them. Let's get the retinue up here. Let's see if I can tease them with sending some troops around here. We can beat them in like small numbers. Can I get any of you? Can I trick any of you to stay? There we go. I've got some of them. Perfect. Right. If we've got some of them, we should be able to make this work. You guys move over here. And you guys all make your way over here. And then you guys all going to make your way over here. Retinue, you're going to keep teasing them. Alright, let's speed this up. Let's see what they all do. Because we should be able to beat this force quite easily. Good, they're sending all of their troops round. Which we should be able to then use this once again to our advantage. You guys are all going to just muster just on this side. You guys are just going to muster over here. Retinue, you're going to keep teasing them round. Because this force up here seems... This force up here is more than manageable. So this force I'm a bit worried about. But... Huh. So the battle just seemed to have stopped for some reason. So we're now claiming it. Okay, the gauntlet's been thrown down. Good. Right, can I tease them a little bit? There we go. So I've tricked some of them. They're coming after us. Okay, or not. That's fine. Okay, the archers are not chasing us. That's a bit annoying. Right, so I think that we should just send all of our troops up here to take these. And continue to tease all of these. So this will be an instant win. Okay, maybe not. We are losing some troops. Oh, we won. Okay. They had all their troops leave the battlefield, and we won because of it. Oh wow. So I thought we could cheese the AI. We could definitely cheese the AI. They cared more about chasing that one retinue than they did about claiming the region. So, easy as that. That's a GG. Now I know how the game works. I'm not sure what we're going to continue doing in the future. But, 4 challenges won, 1 challenge lost. I think the challenge we lost was that final region. The first time, we just didn't have any troops in the region. So we lost it. Work in progress. Expect more cool data here in the future. So, finish the game. what do we do next? I don't know what we're going to do next week. Whether we're going to continue with... questionable name up there. Whether we can continue with Manor Lord Mondays. I'd like to. But we've done On the Edge. We've done Restoring Peace. Oh, is it On the Edge we completed? No, we haven't done this one. We've done Rise to Prosperity. Restoring the Peace. We haven't done On the Edge. So we might do On the Edge next. Now that we are quite confident with the game, we'll probably do On the Edge. Let's see how that goes. Obviously, we're on the default difficulty rather than challenging. So we'll probably do that next week. And we started a little series on that. But we'll end this episode here. Thank you very much for watching. Do appreciate it. A little bit anticlimactic. I was hoping for an epic fight at the end, but obviously once again we cheesed the AI, which also works. Made this far, thank you much for watching. We've got a couple of links down in the description down below. The first one is to Mrs Rothmers YouTube channel called Nerdy Miniatures. Nope, One Nerd to Rule Them All, that's what that one's called. Where she covers lore on all things Warhammer, Lord of the Rings, and some other nerdy stuff like some Witcher and some Game of Thrones stuff. Then we also have a joint YouTube channel called Nerdy Miniatures, which I did just mention, which is all about Warhammer, the tabletop game. So we collect, build, paint, all of the gubbins to do with Warhammer. It's pretty cool. So, you made this far, thank you much for watching. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and peace out.